Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to give you guys a heads up on an absolutely awesome historic low PC game deal that's available right now. Under $10, one of my favorite games in the last decade or so. It's a little bit of a divisive game, but I still think at this price point, it's an awesome pickup. We've got some other historic lows to go over as well, and we've got a major free demo that's been gaining a lot of traction and a lot of steam on, no pun intended, on social media recently, and yeah, we'll talk that at the end of this video. Might be something you want to check out. But first of all, a fantastic historic low game deal is Death Stranding Director's Cut, which is 75% off for $9.99. There is, in fact, a PlayStation State of Play happening on Thursday. I would imagine that Death Stranding 2's PC port is going to be announced at that event, and I don't think it's a coincidence that Death Stranding is at a historic low price point. Kind of interesting, since Death Stranding 2 is looking to be published by PlayStation on PC. Death Stranding 1 was published by 505 Games, but I'm sure, you know, given Kojima Productions was the development studio of both titles, probably, I would imagine it's at a historic low price point for a reason, and the timing makes a lot of sense here. Death Stranding 1 is a great game. I think Death Stranding 2 is orders of magnitude a better game, don't get me wrong, but I think Death Stranding 2 is literally a remarkable game. Death Stranding 1 is still really good. Yes, some people find it to be FedEx delivery simulator. That is what a lot of this game is, you know, delivering these packages and whatnot. However, the gameplay is so unique that it's not perfect in all regards, but in terms of playing a game that is super relaxing, like, Death Stranding is a lot of that as well. I love the atmosphere in the game. I love the soundtrack. The visuals are great. It's just a game I really enjoyed. I also know a lot of people that drop this game after like a couple hours, and I get why they would. You know, it's one of those games that I really feel like everybody should at least give a shot to, and if you're like me, it's totally gonna click with you. It's literally gonna be one of your favorite games of all time. Well, I can't really say that, because Death Stranding 2 is so much better in my opinion, but again, I really like Death Stranding 1. Narratively, it's a little bit confusing. Death Stranding 2 to me has such a more cohesive narrative in the sense that from start to finish, it's like fairly easy to follow. Death Stranding 1 just has a lot going on, and by the end of the game, you might have to like watch a recap video or a story explained video, but I really enjoyed Death Stranding 1. I highly recommend it, and again, if Death Stranding 2 gets revealed on Thursday, I'll be very excited, because you know your boy will play through that game again. Like, I love Death Stranding 2, and you know, alongside Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 was literally my game of the year. Like, it was a 1A, 1B type situation for me, so yeah, very excited about the potential of that, and yeah, Death Stranding 1 for $9.99 again. Great price point. Try it for yourself. You got a 2-hour window to refund the game as well if you want your $9.99 back, so maybe play it for 90 minutes, although the cutscenes in this game are pretty lengthy. Keep that in mind. The cutscenes are sometimes ridiculous in this game, and oh my goodness, don't even get me started on the ending. The ending was crazy as far as how much of, how long it was, but yeah, $9.99 on that. Next up, some other historic lows. Marvel Cosmic Invasion is 25% off for $22.49. Another .emu published game, and it's a Marvel beat-em-up title, which is going to be up the alley of a lot of you guys. 1,400 Steam reviews, 88% positive. A cosmic battle awaits. Choose between 15 Marvel superheroes in a frantic action beat-em-up to fight against the deadly annihilation wave threatening the galaxy from New York City to the depths of the negative zone. The future of the Marvel universe will be fought for across the stars. Again, very positive reception on this one. Still a fairly recent release, so not a deep discount, but it is 25% off for $22.49. Moving on from that, we have Freedom Wars Remastered, 60% off for $15.99. You know, I was a PlayStation Vita guy growing up, so Freedom Wars is a game that is very near and dear to me. It came out towards the tail end of the Vita's life, where, you know, Sony had pretty much given up. Sony had pretty much given up on the Vita, but they had one more game to drop, and it was Freedom Wars, and Freedom Wars ended up being a great game, anime-esque, you know, game that's gonna see some comparisons to like a Monster Hunter, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. $15.99 on that, but don't expect something blow away. Again, it came out initially on the Vita after all. Cairn is 10% off for $27. This did just come out. This is a launch discount. done by the Game Bakers. This game has been getting a lot of good reviews. I have the game. I'm gonna be playing it soon, but there's a lot of other games to play. You know, Neo 3 is a lengthy game, and I'm working my way through that. 5,000 reviews on this one, 94% positive, so it is just shy of overwhelmingly positive. So, you know, at the very least, add the game to your wish list. Might be something you want to check out down the line. I get the idea of spending, you know, just a 10% discount. That's not like a huge enough discount for you guys, but I did want to mention that. And then lastly, I do want to highlight a free demo that's been getting a lot of attention. Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection. The trial version is out now. If you play the game, your progress will carry on over to the full game once it comes out. And you know what? Given how much people are down on Pokemon these days, if there's just gonna be games that piggyback off the success of clowning on Pokemon, more power to them. I don't really care. Nobody is under the delusion that games like Monster Hunter Stories 3 or Digimon Story Time Stranger are out to kill Pokemon. Everybody knows. Nobody is saying that these games are gonna kill Pokemon. However, them piggybacking off of this online discourse that absolutely exists about Pokemon being at a low point right now in terms of game quality, you know, that is the perception from a significant number of people. We can't avoid that. We can't pretend it doesn't exist. And none of those people are of the mindset Pokemon is dying. Nobody is foolish enough to think that outside of, you know, people that aren't able to use one of their 2 brain cells. Thankfully, I can use one of my 3 brain cells. But Monster Hunter Stories 3 has an incredible visual style, and I think the fact that they put out this demo and now that discourse exists online, Capcom's gotta be like, yo, this is a huge W for us. This is why you put demos out. This is how you do game promotion. And I'm not saying this game is gonna crack, you know, 60, 70,000 concurrent players on Steam, but I could see the game doing fairly well relative to the other Monster Hunter Stories games, and given that it's coming out on all platforms right out the gate, I think that's gonna be super beneficial. Try out the demo for yourself. I think this game from an art direction standpoint is incredible. Nobody, when it comes to Pokemon, is asking for realistic Unreal Engine 5 level visuals. No, they just want better art direction and just the level up in the visual quality given how much money Pokemon generates for Nintendo. And you look at a game like this, man, the art direction of this game is just gorgeous. I think this game looks phenomenal in that regard. And I'm not the biggest Monster Hunter guy in the world, but do you think I'm excited for this game? Absolutely, hell yeah. It's right up my alley. The only thing is it comes out a week before Crimson Desert, and Crimson Desert has become this just juggernaut of a game, so hopefully it does fairly well. I think it coming out a week ahead and them putting out a demo, that's gonna benefit them quite a lot. And the reality is nobody's under the delusion that Monster Hunter Stories 3 is out to sell more than Crimson Desert. Nobody's under the delusion that it's gonna do better than Pokemon, but piggybacking off of that idea of Pokemon being in a down period, I think that's incredibly beneficial for Capcom, whether that was intended or not. That is a part of the promotion of this game now, which I think is going to ultimately be beneficial for Monster Hunter Stories 3. But that's going to do it for me. Again, you guys, I highly recommend you to check out Death Stranding Director's Cut. Love that game. $9.99 is a great price. Some other historic low game deals. And the Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection trial. That is available right now. Go check that out. That'll do it for me. Your thoughts down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.